Hey everyone, it's your boy Alex and I am back here on A Sharp Mind for another reaction video. It's been a while, but don't worry, I'm here now. So today's video will be EXO's Coco Bop. I'm looking forward to this for several reasons, one of which being the fact that I'm Jamaican and based on the teasers, this song seems to be heavily influenced by reggae. Mind you though, based on the first teaser with Kai, the other teasers sort of like went off and veered into a different direction. So I wasn't sure if they were giving samples of other songs on the album or it was the same song. If it's the same song, I'm concerned because for me, a lot of K-pop songs suffer from dissociative identity disorder where they don't know who they are or they have like split personalities. So one moment they're sort of hip-hop, then they switch to EDM, then they switch to R&B, which works sometimes, but sometimes it's a bit like you don't know where to look. You don't know, it's a bit all over the place. So I'm anticipating what this will be because it's reggae, and I'm also cautious, or I don't know if cautious is the word, but I'm also like, I wonder what it will actually turn out to be. So anyway, without further ado, here we go. This is EXO's Coco Bop. Is that drugs? Are we doing drugs here? Let's not even talk about Kai's here. We'll get into that later. And Baekhyun's here. What were you thinking? Like, the mullet though? Ah, Dio's skin look smooth as silk. I like that too. Kai and I need to have words about those locks. Chen Chen! See, switches to this EDM. Which isn't bad, it's just, you know, the chains sometimes are like, where did that come from? Back to the reggae one drop beat. I love that. I love it. See a washing machine? Are they hallucinating from the drugs that was on the table? Assuming it was drugs. Here's my hope that they don't repeat these horrid hairstyles for the comeback stages. And by horrid, I mean Kai's and Baekhyun's hair. Kai, you should not be sporting dreadlocks. I'll get into that later. I love that. His car just slides away while he's like rolling back. And then he slides. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's probably reverse. Also, I like their voices on this reggae mix. It's nice to see Jamaican culture and Korean culture mixing. It's an interesting creation. I feel like I've seen that move before. kind of showing off the muscles and the abs. So I mean, come on, no, you don't need to slay us on the first track. Abs for days. Envy. Alright. I like it. I really, really like it. But never have I been so conflicted about a music video since, well, about anything since Breaking Bad. Because listen, Breaking Bad had me up and down the moral spectrum. But I'm conflicted because I really like the song. I mean, it's something I know I'll be bumping to in the morning when I'm getting ready. And I really love EXO. Chen for life. Chen is everything. Chen. So So I love EXO and I love the song, but there's conflict within me. Alright, so the conflict for me in this video arises from the fact that I love the song. I really do. I really love the song. Even though sometimes it switches out to some EDM type stuff that isn't exactly my favorite, but I do still love the song, and I do love EXO. I love Chen for life. But at the same time, I'm fully aware and can understand the concerns people may have about cultural appropriation, especially in this case. Let's start, for instance, with Kai's hair. In other cases where K-pop idols have worn dreadlocks, more recently Jackson Wang in a Pepsi advertisement, people have come out in defense of that and to say that it is not cultural appropriation because dreadlocks can be found in other cultures, yada yada yada. In fact, one YouTuber went so far as to say that she could sport dreadlocks because she has Germanic roots and dreadlocks can be found in German culture. Whether or not that has credence to it, we won't get into that now. What I want us to do is to analyze this particular situation in the particular context in which it appears. And that is Kai wearing dreadlocks in a reggae video or a video for a reggae song. So reggae was originated in Jamaica. And in Jamaica, it was the Rastafarians who popularized the dreadlocks as it was a symbol, a huge symbol of their religion. What I want to know is Kai even aware of that? And is he also aware that up to recently, many were looked down on for wearing dreadlocks. In fact, people couldn't hold jobs, particular jobs, if they sported dreadlocks. Even to this day, people still are condescending towards people who had dreadlocks. In fact, in 1958, Rastafarians were imprisoned and had their heads shaven. Now, I want you to take that in. The symbol of their religion was moved because they were deemed by the government to be persona non grata. So that brings with it a lot of historical baggage. So I think for an idol who I'd be confident enough to say that is simply sporting the next passing fad, that this isn't appropriate. This really isn't appropriate. And people who have concerns with this knowledge in mind do have a legitimate argument. So the argument that it can be found in other cultures don't fly, especially in this situation, because here in a reggae video, reggae having originated from Jamaica, the dreadlocks hold something more than simply a hairstyle. Mind you, I understand that the hairstyle has evolved and many people now wear dreadlocks who are not Rastafarian, myself included. I have locks and I'm Jamaican, but I'm not Rastafarian. That is understood, but at least I'm aware of the history behind it. And mind you, I could be wrong. I could be fully aware of this. Somehow I doubt it, because if he were, I doubt he'd be so readily quick to sport dreadlocks in a music video just like that, without understanding the historical baggage that comes along with it. That was interesting. What's also interesting for me is that here I'm now seeing, once again, Koreans embodying black culture, exploiting black culture for financial gain, but at the same time, black people aren't able to navigate the K-pop space and find success. Lee Michelle is a perfect example. Talented beyond her years, talented beyond many of the silly little dilly idols female idols that are out there, but yet she can't seem to break ground. Mind you, that may have to do with many things that is not solely attributed to her race. But I'd be hard pressed to believe that her race doesn't play a huge part, especially with regards to what she can and cannot do. So it's interesting to me that EXO would more than likely gain some more fame and exposure from this use of black culture, but at the same time, black people are barred in a sense from entering that space and are able to thrive. Another example could be that Coco Avenue, when Coco Avenue came out with their K-pop song, oh my god, the world lit up. Well, probably not the world, but there are a few K-pop fans who are just like, oh, what's that? No. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure they're like, it goes down, down, baby. And I'm just like, No, bitch, that's double standard. Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong. But for me, that is for me where the conflict lies, in that Korean artists can easily exploit, and I use the words exploit intentionally. The word exploit intentionally. Exploit black culture, but at the same time, black people are barred from having successful careers in the K-pop world. And for those who might disagree, you can simply liken it to Americans, or whiteness embodying different aspects of different cultures and thriving in it, and those who are authentically a part of that culture unable to access the American music market or any movie market or any market in that general, and are able to achieve that same level of success. So yeah, but in general, I do love the song. I do. It goes. I'll definitely be bopping to, but at the same time, inside I'll be just like, oh Lord, I need me a black star in the K-pop world. Come on, I mean, and I'm not saying you need to go and pluck a person from Jamaica, or a person from the Bronx, or somebody from Egypt, or some other country in Africa. But what I'm saying is that you do now have black Koreans who would love to enter this space. At least give them the opportunity to thrive, and give them the same support that you would give other K-pop idols who are exploiting black culture for financial gain. Anyway, that's enough of that rant. I think this is the longest reaction video I've ever done. But I felt the need to say something, because I see other black YouTubers who were quite vocal about, for instance, when EXP wanted to make a transition, which is a whole other story which I'm not going to get into, but have said mum about, for instance, the use of blackface and so on. I guess they only speak out when it's in favor of the majority, or what the majority might agree with. But anyway, I felt the need to say something. I still love EXO. Chen for life. Do you hear that? Chen for life. And I do like this song. But at the same time, while listening to this song, I hope that you stop and think and say, you know, these people who have concerns of cultural appropriation may actually have something, you know, something worth listening to. Yeah. So, that's enough of that. Until next time, stay calm, stay smart, stay sharp. Bye!